This is Keisha here for the Mary Sue, and I'm here with Scout and Jessica from Mary and Jane, which is a very, very cool name for the show, but it's not the name of the characters on the show.
We do respond to Mary and Jane
Yes.
in that order because we've been appropriated as Mary and Jane, which we're so fine with.
It's been a confusing thing about the show, though. It really muddles people's brains up a bit to be like, wait, it's Mary and Jane, but you're Paige and Jordan. I don't understand. And your real names are Scout and Jessica. How does it all work?
How does it all work? And the great thing about the show is that your characters are so different. I mean, we've got a polyamorous libertine. Yeah. So first, let's go into your character.
Sure.
What drew you to the role, first of all?
So when they first started auditioning, they were auditioning everybody for both parts, and I came in for Jordan, and they were like, great, let's have her come back. And they had me come back and read Paige as well. And the note then was like, so she's definitely not a Paige. And since then, Jordan and I have really grown together, and our writers did a great job of kind of nailing our personalities as well. So, like, that Jordan is really, like, kind of middle finger to authority and kind of, like, has this weird, undefinable love life I can relate to. And it's been fun to kind of get to take life less seriously as the character and kind of as someone who doesn't take things very seriously. So it's nice. We've kind of like found harmonies with each other. We're like a sine wave that like hits another sine wave and then becomes like a bigger sine wave. I don't know if you guys are into math, but
Math is great. We love math. We're geeks.
Yeah. I'm going to go on a tangent about sine waves. I got to go.
Bye. And then Paige, who's the, ganjapreneur of it all. What got you excited about that character?
Well, I think she just has a lot of heart, sometimes too big of a heart. And she tries so hard. And one thing, a game that I found really fun for myself is how long can we keep Paige smiling in the episode till she finally cracks, and how desperate does that smile get? But I just love getting to jump into a character who cares so much about the world and her friends and everything she's doing and is trying so hard and loves exploring outside of her comfort zone, and she's a very curious person. But it's also really fun to play someone who has a friend who pushes her outside of her comfort zone so often in life and on the show. So it was a fun experience in that way.
It was nice. I come from the world of stand-up, and Jess comes from the world of, like, legit acting. So it was nice to have a comedy with a lot of heart, because you don't get that. And so it was, like, this cool balance where we could ground something in, like, actually caring about something, which comedy right now is just so irreverent to everything. So it was nice that I could be irreverent to everything, and Jess would, like, really care about human feelings. And I'm like, oh, what are those? So it was really fun to play.
But then we would also have moments where we would get to reverse those points. And Deb and Harry, our creators, were so amazing at giving both of us opportunities to do that. And then, like, I would go up to Scout and be like, I don't know how to make this funny. Can you give me a punch up? Or vice versa. We would help each other. And it was such an amazing teamwork experience
big
in that
family
way.
effort.
Yeah.
And then because of the name, do you feel like you have to fight the automatic assumptions that come with the show? Or
No, we've hugged it. We've been like, you want to see stoners? We got you. But also, like, it's a really cool political, like, I get really involved in politics, in particular local politics. So, like, we have Prop 64 on the books right now in California. So being associated with something that I believe in, not even because I, like, personally engage with that much cannabis, but being involved in something that I'm like, yeah, this is a women-friendly industry. This is like a left-leaning industry. And it's one that I, like, so believe in. So we've kind of hugged it and gotten involved, and yeah, I do have like one too many free samples like laying around my house right now. Like, if I'm gonna get any work done, someone's got to get this out of here.
The cannabis component allows us to step into kind of this magical realism world, and we don't have to explain our comedy. We don't have to stop and look at the audience and be like, I promise everything's gonna be okay. This isn't super weird. It's just kind of a given. But at the same time, this isn't your typical stoner show where people get high and sit on the couch and do nothing. These are two very active, creative ganja-preneurs in the world who are trying to make their mark and figure out what it's like being a 20-something living in Los Angeles and fumbling through relationships and creating a space for yourself in the world.
how much do you think of it as something you're learning from as you're playing them?
Oh, 100%. There was also, as the show kept on going, we'd get the new scripts and I'd read and be like, oh, I shouldn't have told them that dating story last week, because it's in the script. Like, I was confronting demons in my life in the work. But that's one of the amazing things about what we do is you get to dive deeper into yourself. And Gabby Hoffman had an amazing interview with Terry Gross where she said, the thing I love about our job is we get to dive deeper into our own humanity. And I found that so much on the show in a real way.
Yeah. No, that's great. That's great.
Yeah.
Thanks. And then finally, because we are a geeky website, we like to know, like, what makes you geek out?
I really love me some Bob's Burgers and Rick and Morty. I was a huge science nerd in high school. I loved chemistry, and I loved making things like fizzle over and make concoctions. Though, you know.
It was fizzling over, you were doing it wrong.
I was definitely doing it wrong, and I have, like, a tremor sometimes, so my lab partner would always have to mix everything. It was a whole,
And were you a geek too?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I have zero street cred. I'm big into, like, musical theater. I just made a math joke, which I do all the time. When I have anxiety, I do SAT math prep, which is totally nerdy. I crochet. I correct people's grammar. I have zero street cred. Like, I'm a girl from Kansas with too much education.
You're definitely part of the Mary Suvian crowd. And
Good.
And we're very happy to have you. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you so much.
It's been a pleasure.
Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you.